You think you're clever? You think you can handle toxic people by ignoring them, by keeping calm, by pretending their poison doesn't touch you? But here's the truth. You avoid admitting. They're already playing inside your head like it's their private theater. And every time you try to not react, you're actually reacting exactly the way they want. Because toxic people don't need your anger, they feed on your restraint. The silence you thought was power is nothing but oxygen for their manipulation. You let them talk, they twist it, you stay quiet, they spin it, you walk away, they paint you as the guilty one, and you fall for it because you still believe there's such a thing as winning against someone who only plays by rewriting the rules in their favor. So what do? You reverse it. You stop being the prey that tries to look calm while being eaten alive. You become the mirror that turns their manipulation back on them. Here's the uncomfortable part. Reverse manipulation doesn't feel nice. It's not polite. It's not clean. It's not morally superior. It's ugly. It's cold. It's clinical. Because it doesn't come from emotion, it comes from strategy. And toxic people hate nothing more than someone who doesn't give them the emotional fuel they live on. You start by breaking their favorite toy, their script. They count on your predictable reactions, the guilt, the defense, the explanation, the apology. Cut it. Give them nothing they can grip on. Answer their accusations with the same weight you'd give to a mosquito buzzing in your ear. Flat, dry, dismissive. They say, "You're so selfish." You say, "Maybe." They push, "You never care about me." You say, "Interesting." They expect you to fight, to prove, to justify. You deny them the drama and leave them choking on their own lines. And here's where it gets deliciously cruel. You don't fight their control, you make them doubt it. Every manipulator thrives on certainty, on the belief that you will dance to their tune. When you start answering with ambiguity, sarcasm, or worse, indifference, their power crumbles. They get louder, angrier, more desperate, and the more desperate they look, the less control they actually have. But let's be clear, you're not becoming toxic yourself. You're not manipulating them for pleasure. You're reversing their game so you can finally stop playing it. And if you're still asking yourself, "But isn't this mean?" then congratulations. You've just revealed why you keep being the perfect meal for toxic people. You want to win without ever getting your hands dirty. Reality doesn't work that way. And since you love a bit of irony, let me say this. The moment you stop trying to win, you actually do. Because reverse manipulation isn't about proving you're right. It's about making their tactics useless. It's not about beating them. It's about starving them. If you want more of this uncomfortable truth, support the channel. Subscribe and activate the bell, or stay where you are, wondering why toxic people always seem to find you so delicious. Tell me in the comments, what's the most absurd thing a manipulator ever accused you of, and did you feed it or starve it? Sometimes the real toxic person isn't them. It's the version of you that keeps believing your kindness will cure people who enjoy hurting you. You wear your patience like a crown, and then cry when it turns into a noose. Maybe the reverse manipulation you need isn't even for them. Maybe it's for yourself. Stop buying your own lies. Stop excusing their behavior. Stop needing to be the good guy in a game that has no referees. And yes, this means you're not the victim you love pretending to be. You're the accomplice of your own misery. Every time you try to out-argue a manipulator, every time you try to prove your innocence, every time you keep giving second chances, you're not fighting them, you're feeding them. The reversal starts the moment you decide to stop explaining, stop convincing, stop begging. You look at their tricks, and you see them for what they are. Pathetic, predictable, cheap. And once you see them like that, they lose their magic. It's like watching the clown remove the mask and realizing it was just a sweaty man in cheap makeup. Not scary, not powerful, just ridiculous. So the next time a toxic person tries to play you, remember this. Don't fight their poison. Reflect it back until they choke on it. Not because you need to win, but because you finally understand there's nothing left to win. So here's your final sting. Outsmarting a toxic person isn't about being clever. It's about being willing to stop playing human chess with people who only use pawns made of lies. It's about cutting the invisible rope you've been proudly polishing like it was a medal. You're not tied down, you're just holding the rope yourself. And until you let it go, you'll keep dancing to someone else's music and calling it morality. Now tell me, are you ready to reverse the game, or are you still addicted to losing beautifully?